Hey everybody, it is Kit here. Happy Wednesday, hump day. It's been a week. Welcome back to the Sims 4 Brooks Legacy. We're with Generation 3 Blaze Brooks, and this is either going to be a double Brooks day, or this will be the only Brooks, because it is midnight as I'm recording this. Apparently, life has decided to rain very hard this week, which was not what I wanted, and my energy levels are at about 27% on like a phone. So it's like we're still kind of in the green, but we need to be a bit careful because, and that's basically by the end of the day. I start the day at about 60%, and then immediately my grandmother takes about 30% of it yesterday and today. We'll see about tomorrow. I'm recording this on a Tuesday, by the way. Yeah. Although technically Monday morning. Anyway. So I just want to kind of explain. Hopefully next week will be better. Anyways, these videos are not the time for me to talk about this stuff. What we are here for is to see how Blaze is doing with college. If there will be an additional episode, it's going to be an Andy, I believe. I need to look. Yeah. If anyone wants to give me a brain cell, I'll happily take it. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good week, and let's get into this, shall we? Fall is here, and everyone is now attending university. Blaze is super excited for this new adventure. He's been looking forward to this for so long. We did it, guys! We made it! Blaze cheered, but no one else shared in his enthusiasm. Yay. Homework, Darren muttered, grumbling to Blake, who did not take it kindly. Just shut up and get it done. There's no use in griping. Despite Blaze's best efforts to be a cheerful panda and uplift the group, tensions were high, and there was like this heavy fog in the air. At least his cousin Oscar seemed to be sociable. You seem excited, Panda. Hearing his childhood nickname made Blaze positively grin. I am! We're at university. Everyone here has been working towards this moment for ages. Now that it's here, it's just so cool. Yeah, I guess. On second thought, Oscar didn't seem too okay. Hey, Oscar, are you alright? The poor guy had had a spat with his internship partner turned romantic fling turned Bessie breakup just a few minutes ago. Then there was Kaysen. Oscar had every right to be in a funk, if he indeed was. Uh, not really, but we can talk later. Maybe text somebody? Kaysen, being that someone. Panda nodded, looking around a little bit before he decided to do a certain trick he'd picked up over the summer. But what was it? Well, he wasn't exactly sure, but a smile and uplifting phrase allowed him to uplift others and take on their emotional burdens. He called it a hack, or a bonus of the life system. Hey, Oscar, it's gonna be okay. It didn't take all of Oscar's worry away, but Blaze knew, he knew it had helped. And so he turned his attention to Blake, who was grouchy after her tiff with Darren. Blake, breathe. It's all gonna be fine. Helping people is what gave Panda purpose. And while taking on their emotional burdens was draining, it also filled him with strength to see that he helped people. As long as nobody asked any questions. It wasn't as if he was a wizard or something. Those only existed in myths. Despite the fog and mood lingering over Foxbury and Brightchester as a whole, Blaz sought the sunlight. He tried to bring positivity to his new campus. He smiled at people, picked up litter, participated in events, and even cleaned the graffiti off of the Foxbury monument. And did you hear the good news? Both Oscar and Blaz made the Foxbury soccer team. The two cousins would be playing together. Blaz was so excited. But don't worry, Blaz hasn't forgotten that his relationships are one of the most important aspects of his life. He made sure to spend time with Blake and their new blossoming love. It was hard to match their schedules for a proper date, but a quick study session or a warm embrace at a random moment, he was all for that. Blaz's parents were also extremely proud and supportive. So supportive, in fact, that his dad showed up out of the blue one day at the Commons sporting Foxbury gear. Blaz, Blake, nor Oscar were exactly sure how, but they all got roped into beer pong with his dad, and thus the game was set. It was Blake and Blaz versus Oscar and Erwin. Don't worry, Uncle Erwin. This is a virgin beer that has less than 1% alcohol and a fairly good fruity flavor. Kind of tastes like a wheat fruit punch. Oscar, Panda, I was once a young adult. Let's do this. Blake and Blaz won the first match. Then on the second match, Erwin and Blaz, uh, won against Blake and Oscar, although it was close. Blake here was admiring the scenery, of course. Foxbury has great artistic vision. hmm Afterwards, Blake settled up to her special nerd. That winning shot was good enough, I suppose. Nerd. Of course, Erwin was sitting right on the other side of Blake and thought it was a really good time to whisper to his son. Psst, Panda, you have a girlfriend? Are you gonna kiss her? Uh, Dad, this is kinda awkward. Things got a little steamy for the Commons, so Blake put herself in time out. But man, what a way to introduce yourself to your romantic interest parents, huh? But another surprise on this grand adventure, Blaze's cousin, Kaysen. Kaysen attends Brightchester, so what was he doing at Foxbury? Kay! Hey! Blaze grinned, clapping his cousin on the back when Kaysen pulled him into a bro hug. How are you doing? How's your side of the campus doing? Are you feeling better after the summer? You scared me a bit. That was a nasty little tumble you had. What are you doing here? Hey, did you see Dad and us all play beer pong together? You're not gonna believe it. Hey, Panda. Ooh, just came to say hi. Yeah, everything's fine. I gotta go. Say hi to everybody for me. I'll message you later. But wait. Bye? And just like that, Kaysen was gone, leaving the ever cheerful Panda with a sinking feeling, seeing something cylindrical barely sticking out of Kaysen's pocket. The foggy cloud over campus just seemed to be getting worse. And I actually had a good amount, have a good amount of photos for Blaze's first semester at university. The semesters being weeks. But I'm gonna actually pause it here. This is kind of a good halfway point. I don't have a lot of time. It is already 1:30. I am making the executive decision to end this here. So there will be no double episodes unless some reason I have time on Wednesday morning, which I 0.00001% chance that I actually have time to do that. So don't bank on it. I apologize, but life is throwing a lot of curveballs at the moment. A lot. I don't like it. But I am also going with the flow, but also actively swimming. I'm not going to drown. Everything will be fine. There's just someone up there in the clouds who's deciding that we need curveballs. And I trust. I trust. I don't like it, but I trust. So I say this as a offering of somewhat of an explanation and saying bear with me a little bit while I try to get my life kind of sort of situated and put together. Like heck, I've been home a week. And for example, I have 2 suitcases of clothing. I don't have a dresser. I don't have drawers. So I ordered um, drawers off of Amazon. It looked like a really good picture. It was $70 set of drawers that I don't really have the money for, but like how do I put this? I have the money for it. I was just thinking, okay, well, it could be useful, right? Because I don't have anywhere to put clothes. Suitcases are just on the floor and all of that. Drawers showed up today, and essentially it got catfished. So I'm going to return them. But I was really hoping to have those set up so that tomorrow, Wednesday, when this video goes up, I would be able to at least, empty one of my suitcases or get, some clothes and stuff in those drawers and have some semblance of like normal. That did not happen. And I got to figure that out. Yeah. And the other thing, I mean, quite a few things have happened. Um, the other curveball was my grandmother had blood work done recently and went to the doctor today, and that was a 2-hour long visit, and it was not good news. And then we had like 3 other things happen that I'm not really going to talk about, at least in this video. Um, so yeah, it's like a lot of things, and there's a lot of changes on the horizon. But I am here to help support my family. What that means, though, is some things of like YouTube and stuff might dip here and there while we're trying to navigate this. Oh, the other thing. I don't even have my bathroom sorted out. I can't wash my face or anything. I have bare minimum on the bathroom stuff. I gotta fix that. Oh, it's like somebody came into the house and did a wrecking ball. My mom says it was clean. I mean, it's clean. It's just not organized. Like, we don't have countertop space for some reason. I'm like, what? Why? And she's like, I don't know. It was clean when it was all clear and good when we were supposed to have that showing 3 weeks ago. Or 2 weeks ago. And now it's like, we have no countertop space. I'm like, Mom, how is this possible? I don't know. So we've been trying to get that sorted. But I have my dogs. And I have you guys. And I'm getting back into the things that make me happy. And I'm making Halloween decorations and stuff for a Christmas tree, which is cool. And I'll probably do a short on that once I get it all done and set up. Anyway, point being, again, I try not to be a negative person. I try to find the optimism in everything, but I'm also a realist. Life is not always going to be great, but you also should try to find a little bit of positivity in everything. That positivity is me making this video. and going and cuddling with my dogs here in a minute and getting some sleep. And also getting to play with yarn. And having a really good bottle of wine today. I have a little bit of it left. Been working on it literally all day. Not literally all day. I opened it at 1. It was one of those days. Um, yeah, that's that. So anyway, um, but for what it is worth, I do apologize for those who were like really excited for this to come back. I don't know if there's any of y'all out there. Next week, I promise. Next week. So, Blaz is going through it. So am I. Yay! Thank y'all so very much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Next week, we might skip Blaz, like, might come back to him in a little bit. I might go through everybody else first. We'll definitely do Andy, and maybe Hope. We might just put the twins together next week. I'll have to kind of take a look and see what we got cooking there. So yeah. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Deep breaths. We're almost to Friday, you guys. And yeah, that's all I got. So thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, where the water's slow, legacies grow. Bye!